magenta in there. Iridescent gold is what I'm looking for. And Titan buff. Iron oxide would be good too. Very good. Not cobalt blue. Okay. This is iridescent gold. Coarse. Ooh, too much. Tiny bit is all we needed that. And transparent oxide. It's that gold autumn color we all love. Let's do some Titan buff to lighten it up. Let's go in with a little of this. Which I'm mixing with brown. This is burnt sienna. Just the lightest touch. Take some of that. When the sun shines on the leaves, it's bright and the sky is blue, you get these shiny, deep muted colors. This is a transparent color. Everything will come through. Usually I use my fingers and hands, but I wanted to really try to put this on with a couple of brushes for a change. Stiffer brush like this. This is too soft. scratching. That's what I want to do. I don't want it to be meshed into it. You can get this because of the matte medium that I put over. It releases, it allows the paint to release. In addition, my wet wipes have a coating. I squirt alcohol into them, and I can pick up, lay down and pick up the paint as I feel. While it's a messy process, it's a very relaxing process. Just watching the colors change, almost like seeing a tree outside your window. Except you're in charge of this when you paint. I really like that gold, the iron oxide, but I want to mix some of the Titan buff into it, as well as a tiny bit. You see, we're already getting layers. We have the collage, just words, and we have the paint layers. Next, we're going to come in with some pastels. And I'll put marker and watercolors. Another wet wipe. And then I want to just take a step back and see, I've got a lot of reds in this, a lot of oak leaves turn red late in the fall, early winter where I live. And then the other piece is there's golds and cream, the lighter, and then the dark browns. But I'm going to get some greens in here, deep earthy greens, and I'm going to get some also gold type colors, not shiny gold, but a yellowy iron oxide and just a yellow. So let's get this primary yellow. And this is going to do something really different than the iron oxide, but it is necessary. I just saw the aspens that were in bloom. They're gorgeous. They're these yellowy colors. Okay, let's see. We'll go with a stiffer brush. I'm going to add just a touch of, put it over here to be sure you can see, touch of the Titan buff, touch of the yellow, and a touch of the burnt sienna. We'll mix that. This is just a baking paper. I like to use things that are biodegradable. This is definitely biodegradable. Okay, that brought in the gold I want to see. And I just canceled it out. So it's a peachy color, but a very fall-esque color. You only see this when you actually mix. You just have to get in there and take your brush and mix. Let's go this route. Let's go with this. See, yeah, that's nice. That's real nice. Really trying to challenge myself to not use my hands. I love to use my fingers and hands to paint with. I want to put some of this in here. That's better. Brought in a peachy nature to it. Let's get a little more tight and buff in there. The creams and beiges of fall and autumn are beautiful also. There's no strive for perfection here. It's, as humans, none of us are perfect. There was one perfect, and he went to the cross and died. So my point is that this art is not a perfect rendition. There's no perfect. There are some more beautiful than others, and that's in the eye of the beholder. Your creation is part of you. It's an extension and a part of you. And really, I'm not coming on here to tell you how to do your art, how to paint, how to not, what, that kind of thing. I mean, there's going to be times I'm going to share, but what I'm wanting to share is that your art is an extension of you, and when you place paint on a piece of paper or canvas or whatever it is you're working on, you are then extended. And then you look on the walls and you see your art, or you look in your journal, or if you paint envelopes, or if you paint, you could even, it's like I'm doing here, you could take out dictionary pages and make a painting on them. Folks do that all the time. And there's just so many things that you can do, and it really brings benefit to your life. I mean, there's many studies that tell us about that. So get some paint, get a piece of paper, and move it around. It will decrease your anxiety, it will decrease your pain, and it will bring a lot of joy to your life. A lot of the artists that I've met on Instagram and YouTube, I find just the joy in meeting different people, different painters, learning from them. And of course, I'm not going to name any today. This is not what this is about, but maybe sometime we will. I may do some interviews with different artists, but just getting your paintbrush out with your paints and bringing beauty onto a piece of paper that you can look at maybe later, share with someone, turn into a card, or send in a letter to someone and brighten their day. So I started this when it was wet, and what I'm finding is, you'll see, is the matte medium was wet, and so it's wanting just to tip up with the paint. Not a big deal. I mean, this is not an archival piece that I'm doing. I'm not doing it to sell. I'm not, I'm just painting for fun. And so squirted that out. We'll put some of that on, and this is just a background that we did. So we'll cover that, and that will hold that down. That will be just another layer. Now, if this were watercolors, we would need another layer of the matte medium so that it wouldn't, reactivate as the watercolor is. But with doing pastels in the next layer, there's this one sparkle on that. we don't have to have the matte medium. If we do, it's okay, but it's not a necessary element for taking on another layer. And I think this layer is ready to dry. We'll call it good and we'll move on. This is just the beginning. It's like the beginning of an adventure, and you can come in every couple hours and paint something new and paint something new, and guess what? If you don't like it, you can put white gesso on it and start all over. So that's the good thing about painting, is that it's not permanent like your life is or like other serious things are. You can just have fun with it and no worries. You know, if there's any ideas in your mind that other people aren't going to like it or this or that, you know, you're not doing it for other people. You're doing it for you. And the joy that it brings you to move some paint around, let it dry, you know, just see the colors mixed together. So next we'll get some leaves, and we'll do some outlines of leaves, and it'll just be a good time. I hope you enjoyed this. You know, if you did, you can give it a thumbs up. I'd love for you to subscribe. I'm just starting these series, and I'm going to have an online course that I am actually taping now in this present time, and so I just really hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have an awesome day. Thanks. Bye-bye.